Greetings, fellow guitar travellers. It's Reverend J. Parker. I'm here with Mr. Brandon Brown, and we're going to do another episode of this trading lick thing, Hot Rocks Trading Licks. So the idea here is I will show you, I will show him, in fact no, he will show me one of his awesome licks, and then I will show him one of my not so awesome licks, and we'll try and show them to each other, and we'll show you all out there in YouTube land how to play the licks that we're learning from each other. Right, so it should be a lot of fun. Before we get into that, I'd like to inevitably plug my website. It's reverendjparker.com, www.that is. There's a ton of free stuff on that site, and there's a store where you can buy things. You can subscribe to the site just by sticking the email address in the subscribe box. Hit subscribe, loads of free stuff. There's lots of backing tracks for free download on SoundCloud. You can subscribe to me on YouTube. You can hit me up on Facebook, Reverend J. Parker, Twitter if you absolutely insist that you must. Although I loathe and detest Twitter with a vengeance. What do you think of Twitter, Brandon?
I don't use it.
I don't blame you. It's awful. Awful, awful, awful. The Twitterati, yes, loathe. Right, anyway, so enough of that self-promotional mince. We're going to get today's lessons, and yeah, Brandon's got a lick and I've got a lick, so let's just see what happens. It's time to rock. Well now, in the words of the song, hit me with your best shot. Okay, now that is, I'm just going to say this one word, chop builder.
There's a lot of ultimate picking.
Yeah. I think the Brandon has liberated this lick from the Frankie Valley video, Chop Builder, which we both love tremendously, don't we?
Oh,
yeah. I mean, you just gotta love Chop Builder because you just. What's the immortal line that everyone quotes from Chop Builder? You don't know? Oh, you must know.
No.
Let's watch the ladies do it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, get yourself onto YouTube and look for Frank Gambale Chop Builder. It's in the scale round. It's the most terrible misogynistic thing I've ever seen, but it's also hilarious and utterly cheesy and very 90s, and Frank's wig is just it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, but it's a sight to be seen, and we do salute him. So yeah, so this lick is from Chop Builder, right? Okay, so I think I know this lick anyway. So
yeah.
So you play it to me slow, and then I'll just check that it is what I think it is.
Okay. Pentatonic scheme.
Yeah, it's a pentatonic thing, and it's all tenor picking, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right, all right. So I think I do know this one. Yeah. Right. So this is what Brandon played. I hope it is. Now, I think your digitation and my digitation is slightly different.
Yeah.
Right. So which digitation shall we go with?
Yours is more.
Oh, it's more correct. It's more proper. It's more positional. The difference is my digitation is more positional, whereas Brandon, because he's much better than me, he can just do whatever he likes. All right, so let's just show you this. It's four note chunks. Right, so here's the first chunk, second chunk, third chunk, and fourth chunk, and it is all strict alternate picking. So here's the first four note chunk. So we've got D5, D7, G5, G7. Really simple, right? And then we've got the next degree of the pentatonic scale, and we've got D7, D10, G7, G9, right? And then we go up to the next degree here, back to position 5, and we're going to go G5, G7, B5, B8. And then finally, fourth chunk, we've got G7, G9, B8 and B10, alright? So, one more time, very slowly. That's chunk number 1. Chunk number 2. Number 3, and then number 4. And let's go with the digitation here, so it's 1, 3, 1, 3, and then 1, 4, 1, 3. Oh, dodgy lead, I think. And then 1, 3, 1, 4, and then 1, 3. I'm doing 2, 4, but you would go 1, 3,
1, 3, 1, 3.
Yeah, so Brandon would go 1, 3, 1, 3 position shift. I would probably keep it positional and go 1, 3, 2, 4. That's just my kind of habitual tendency to finger things. All right, so my distortion disappeared. What a disaster! Not that we need it. We don't need it. We don't need it. So it should sound like this, right? So that's the lick. Let's set a tempo so we can play it together. So let's just see maybe like that. man of your calibre. Alright, here we go. Ready, steady, ready, and... I lost it in the last one. Alright, so that's the lick, right? So Frank Gambale, chop builder-esque nonsense, which is tremendous, so do go and check it out. On YouTube, you've got to watch the scale round, because you've got to, you absolutely must watch the ladies do it. Alright, so I'm just going to sort my lack of distortion. We'll be back in a second. I'm going to show Brandon my awesome lick. Alright, so, and now it's my turn. You ready?
I'm ready.
Contender ready? Gladiator ready? Actually, that's the wrong there. That's not the right accent. It should be contender ready.
Always ready.
Yeah. Gladiator ready. I mean,
I'm too young for that.
Yeah, I know. It's like you know the really distressing thing about getting to my sort of age is the realization that all the cultural references that you make to the students, they just look at you like, what are you talking about? I mean, I can't talk about Gladiator because it was a show from what, the 90s or the 90s, right? So like, I mean, how old are you now? 19? So you would have been born in like
96.
What? 96. So you've got no idea, you know? Yeah. But I mean, there is something to be said about the sight of grown men hitting each other with large rubber mallets, you know? Pugil stick, you know? Let me hit you over the head with a large rubber pugil stick. It makes you feel so manly. Right, anyway. Here is my lick. Here it is. Have a listen. One more time, come up. It's a pentatonic thing with a bit of sweet picking goodness. So I'll play it a bit slower and then you can play it back.
Alright, let's see.
You do this one? That's the one. So can you make it go billy da, billy da, billy da, billy da. This is why I hate this guy, you know, I just showed him this lick and he can already play it. It's all pretty much better than I can. Damn you!
Oh dear.
Damn you to hell! Here's an interesting aside, right? You know in the movie Gladiator, have you seen Gladiator with Russell Crowe?
No.
You know what? Did you not tell me you'd never seen Star Wars?
I've never seen Star Wars.
What? No!
As you can tell, big fan.
Well, anyway, since we were talking about Gladiator, you know, and hitting each other over the head with big rubber sticks, Russell Crowe in Gladiator says this line, "On my command, unleash hell," right? And what that actually is a reference to is one of his dogs was called Hell, right? And the dog was actually attacked, part of the attacking formation, right? It was a very vicious sort of wolfhound. And so his dog was called Hell, so when he went, "On my command, unleash hell," it was like, yeah, he's going to actually set the dogs on them, you know? So who let the dogs out? Well, the answer is it was Russell Crowe let the dogs out. Alright, so Brandon can play this lick, damn his eyes. I will go ahead and show you the lick now, alright? So it's descending down a pentatonic scale, again in little incremental bits. So I'll play it super slow and then I'll give you the verbal tabs. We've got... Alright, that's it. So let's just go ahead and show this to you. So we're on the G and D strings, the whole lick's just on the middle two strings of the guitar. So we've got G, 17, 14, D, 17, 14, right? And fingering is 4, 1, 4, 1. Picking here is another of these economy picking or sweep picking mechanics. We've got down, up, down, right? And that's the mechanic, the right hand mechanic for the whole lick. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. And the rhythmic feel is diddly-da, 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 diddly-da. So it's basically like a semi-quaver triplets, 3 semi-quaver triplets onto quaver, I guess. Yeah, there's that. Diddly-da, 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 diddly-da. Yeah. So that's the first chunk, right? It's one of my pet licks which you can play, so which is good news for me. Alright, so on to the next chunk then. So we've got G 14 12, D 14 12, right? And then the next chunk down is G 12 9, D 12 10. Oh, it's as the price. It's the as the price lick. Again, that's a cultural reference you won't get unless you live in the UK.
Yep. And
even that advert's kind of, you know. How long ago did they use that in the Astorplate advert a little while ago? Right, anyway, here's the next one. Next chunk, which is G9, G7, that's D10, D7. And the next chunk down, this is G7, E5, D7, E5. And the last chunk all the way down here, we've got G5, G2, D5, D2, right? So I'll just go with the digitation here. So 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4, 2, and then 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, and then an 8 at the end with the index finger, right? So one more time for luck. Should we try and play it together?
Yep.
So biddly dap, biddly dap, biddly. You manage that tempo? Ready, steady, and. One more time. Ready, steady, go! Awesomeness. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this episode, I think. We'll do one more of these, I think, before Brandon's way back off to Boston. What is in your next?
Go back to Spain.
What?
Going to Spain.
Oh my goodness me, now check out this story, right? So it's not good enough that he gets to go to study in Berkeley and Boston. This year, you're going to Spain because they have a campus there in Spain. And what part of Spain are you going to?
Valencia.
Mm-hmm. So he's going to study guitar in Valencia, in Spain. Mm-hmm. How many people out there want to kill him right now? Yep. Certainly very, very envious. It's a great experience you're getting. I mean, wow, it's awesome. You know, it can only be imagined. But that's awesome. It's awesome you're getting to do it. You live the dream, man. You live the dream. Okay, cool. Right, so I'm going to sign off at that point with the envy and hate in my heart, and we'll see you next time for another of these hot rock episodes featuring me and Brandon. Till then, don't forget to check out the website, YouTube, Facebook, SoundCloud, blah 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 blah, freaking blah. You get the idea. We'll see you next time. Till then, farewell.